Welcome to Norfolk Perspective City Slice. I'm Bob Batcher, and I got two very special people on the sofa who have a calendar to share and a lot of history. Peggy Hill McPhillips, who's the historian for the city of Norfolk. How you doing?
Hi, Bob. Thank you for having us.
You know, I love it because every time I have you on the sofa, I try to stump you, and now you bring a friend with you.
I have backup.
So I got to
today.
behave.
I got my wingman over here.
Tom Jones, the president of the Norfolk Public Library Foundation. How you doing?
Bob, good to be with you. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to ask you then. What is the foundation?
The foundation was established to help preserve the library and make sure the things they have there are continuing working and working the way they're supposed to. And we actually, right now, we've got the big push for the Sergeant Memorial Room. And we're going to put an endowment there so that we can continue buying and preserving Norfolk's history.
It is, and you know, there's a whole discussion about, you know, how important is history, so what about history? Versus we ought to be worrying about the future. And then you got that whole group that says we never regarded our history, so we don't have any history to show. But the Sergeant Memorial Collection, when I came with the city, we always referred to it as the Sergeant Memorial Room.
Right.
And now you're a building,
or
will be a building.
Run. We'll be going into a building with 2 floors and many rooms. So, and there's that other room, the digital room out there that you can access from anywhere in the world. So it really is a collection now because it has more than one location, including that cloud up there that I don't really understand.
That's right. They're going to send you to the cloud someday, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, and I think that's the cool thing about Slover. When you look at it, go down to Plume Street. I would challenge everybody to go down and look at it because it's really cool. Because you got the older anchor building, and then this glass and concrete structure that just is kind of floating out there.
And it works. It works.
Cool. So neat. Before we go any further, I got to talk about Robert.
Robert Hitchings?
Yes. He was just recognized by the City of Employees for his
customer service.
Who would have thought historian, librarian? I don't think customer service. Ooh, but should I, huh?
Yeah, you should. This is something that we're really, really big on. We're stressing customer service. We're stressing going above and beyond the call of duty. I feel like the people in the Sergeant Room / collection have always done a lot of that, gone a little bit farther than we really have to. And Robert is certainly a shining example of that. Yeah. So he richly deserves to get it, and we're very proud of it.
Because he deals with and again, some of this collection has come from people saying, I found this stuff, what should I do with it, right?
Oh my goodness, yes. We get phone calls frequently from people who are cleaning out their attic or Aunt Mary's garage, or they're downsizing, and they find, it's just a bunch of pictures, but they're pictures of Norfolk, and some of them are identified, and even if they give us a whole collection of things that may not be completely useful to us, we usually find some gems. And we're so glad that they think of calling on us instead of just calling the junk man to come and pick it up.
Now, Tom, this is a project that's close to your heart, too. I mean, you really...
Definitely. And we started this, several years ago, and it's just amazing how it's taken off. People from all over seem to enjoy it, looking back and say, oh, I remember that. I was there. And as with this one, you'll see the glass house that was over at the zoo.
That's right.
And people are sitting there, oh, I remember going through there. I remember seeing the fish. Is it still there? And I say, unfortunately, no, but it will always remain in the picture. So.
Because that's really what history is. It's really telling a story. I remember one of the first years, I think it was the first year, you had the infamous teacup picture. And I was showing the calendar to a friend of mine, and his wife says, so-and-so, I won't mention his name, is in that picture. And he was, there he was. He was just as mischievous as a 7-year-old as he is a 70-some-year-old now.
And this is number 7.
Yeah, I know it. Now, okay, this one's all buildings. Why did you decide to take that approach?
This one is all buildings. We started with a theme, I believe, last year. And so we thought, well, we'll see if we can find another theme. People like the buildings. They like to see street scenes. Long ago, some of the buildings in the street scenes are still here. Some are not. Some are greatly altered. But they really, really like the buildings and the street scenes. So we decided our theme this year would be architecture in Norfolk, and we called it Building Norfolk.
Okay.
And we have an awesome picture on the front cover that's a postcard from 1952, and that leads into it. We think that's eye-grabbing and attention-grabbing, and people will pick that up and then start looking through the pictures. My coworker, Bill Inge, I have to mention, is our building guy. He's a building historian, and he was able to provide a lot of information about when the buildings were built, who the architects were, and just to really add another layer of information to the captions.
I've had the pleasure of having conversations with him, and it's amazing because it's not even on planned pictures. You can show him anything, and he'll know the history. I don't know how he maintains it. One of the things, I mean, one thing about streetscapes, like a few weeks ago, we just had Better Block on 35th Street. And I commented to a friend of mine, it was so cool on a Friday night to stroll up and down 35th Street like many did back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. And so there are some fond memories, and a great way to tell stories, isn't it?
There are lots of fond memories. I took one of the calendars to church because somebody wanted to buy one, and I opened it up, and suddenly it's like a magnet. People gathered around, and they were telling stories about some of the businesses that they went to and the movie theaters. We've got a wonderful picture of Booker T. Washington High School, the first one when it was brand new in the 20s.
Oh, wow.
And people have so many good memories and love to share them.
Tom, I have a feeling your family's getting these for Christmas?
Oh, most definitely. But don't let them know.
Oh, okay. We won't
don't
mention
bag.
any names,
That's right.
though.
Okay.
But it is really kind of a good gift for the holidays.
It's a
to give
perfect gift. It's you're traveling over the holidays. It doesn't take up much room in your suitcase. It's easy to mail. It's interesting and informative. As you may know from previous years, we have not only the pictures on each page, but during the days of the week, we have little snippets about what happened on this day in Norfolk history.
So if somebody wants to get the calendar, where can they go to get it?
They can go to any of our library branches. We also have...
which is nothing more convenient than
which is nothing
your
more
neighborhood library.
convenient. Go to your library. You can plunk down $10, no tax on it. We have about, I think, 9 or 10 retailers in the area, and those are all listed on our website. So you can go on the library website, click on the picture of the cover of the calendar. You can order it if it's not convenient to go pick it up. There is a $2.50 charge to mail, but you can go to any branch, or you can find maybe a retailer that's close to you.
So it's really convenient.
So it's
Now,
very
I want to
convenient.
share with you, thanks to your generosity from the Sargent Memorial Collection, we've got a slideshow down in the lobby of City Hall that's projected on a TV, and it is amazing to go down there and watch people just sitting there watching it go. There is this tremendous fascination, even if you weren't a native of Norfolk and you weren't here during those time periods, to kind of be reflecting on the
Exactly.
history.
I think even if you weren't from here, you're from somewhere.
Right.
And you'll see pictures of Norfolk that remind you of where you grew up.
But now, I got to say, though, having been growing up in the 50s and 60s, life was not black and white then. We had color.
We had color.
So
we
to
had
see it through the
color.
lens of a black and white picture, though,
I think there's a certain artistry to a black and
Okay.
white. It's like the black and white movies from the 30s and 40s. There's a whole play of light and shadow, and some of these are not totally black and white. We have some sepia pictures in there, but I think you really get better definition of some of the buildings in the black and white because color can distract a little when
That's
you're
right.
looking at
Well,
architecture.
and you kind of see that in the cover photo. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, what's next? I love asking a historian what's next. So maybe I'll ask you, Tom, what's next in the foundation agenda?
Well, again, we're trying to get into the Slover. That's going to be the big thing. And once that, the Sargent building, 2 floors, will be supposedly ready for us sometime this summer, hopefully, and they'll be working to get it open. And by next year this time, we should have a definite date and be in there. So.
It's so great to hear the numbers that we hear from our entire library system, because I remember, 5, 6 years ago, there were some people that were kind of talking about the death of the library. With the internet, we don't need the libraries anymore. And yet, the popularity of the libraries is stronger now than ever before.
More popular than ever.
And partly because of the internet.
Yeah.
We have families who come in to do homework. Maybe they have one computer at home and 3 or 4 children, and they all have to use the internet. So we feel like we're doing a pretty good job staying current with technology, making it relevant to the library, and we still have books.
And for somebody like me, it's really cool to be able to talk at a library.
Yeah.
And not
Yeah.
get shushed. Yeah. No.
Pull a ruler, hit your knuckles.
Different environment.
Okay,
different
well,
environment.
if you're
Thank
not a
goodness.
friend of Tom Jones's, then you're probably not going to get a calendar, so you better go out there and buy one, right?
Yeah.
Only $10.
That's a deal.
2
It
for
is.
$20.
That's less than $1 a month.
Exactly, yeah. And we have 13 months, I should mention, too, because
Huh?
we go through, it's January 2014 through January 2015. So if you're like I am, And it takes you a little while to get your calendar off the refrigerator. You have an extra month.
And hanging on there. Now, and the calendars are available earlier this year, so you're in full stock.
We are in full stock. We actually took delivery on them. Our goal was to have them in hand by the end of July, and we took delivery on July 31st, so we made it.
All right.
And I want to mention our sponsors, too, because they help to underwrite a lot of the cost of producing the calendars so that we reach profit a little bit faster. We have Norfolk Historical Society, the Decker Law Firm, and Dominion
Capital Partners.
Capital Partners, which is
See, I wonder
Tom's
who
firm.
he's with.
I couldn't imagine.
That's Tom's firm. So they underwrite a significant portion of the production of the calendar. So as I said, we get to that profit for this endowment even faster.
Cool. And when I guess to answer my own question about what's next, kind of keep an eye on Main Street. There's some cool stuff coming down fairly soon. We'll keep it somewhat secret. What do you think?
I think we should keep it secret.
Is swooshing?
Yeah, I think we
Is that the technical term? Swooshing
It sounds
pictures?
like it should be if it's not.
Yeah, well, you can kind of.
It's a Bob Batcher word, so that makes it
There we go.
right in.
We'll build
So-
the momentum. How about that?
There we go. Thank you for everything that you guys are doing to really bring to the surface the importance of not just our libraries, but also celebrating and telling the story of our history.
So important.
And you need to get a calendar.
Oh, yeah. In fact, if you're interested, we can furnish you with an entire set because we have the back issues all the way back to 2008, and we're selling those for only $5.
Cool, and you could remember that year in total.
The pictures are timeless.
That's right. Thanks for everything that you guys are doing.
Bob, thanks.
Thanks for having us.
And thanks for joining us.